Welcome, everybody. We're live in Dublin, the Dublin Java user group. My name is Barry Alistair, and we're live with Raphael De Niro, Java champion extraordinaire, and our audience of the Dublin Java user group community. So you're all very welcome. I hope you've had an amazing 4 days worth of content from the J Champions Conference. I looked through the abstracts and they're absolutely amazing. And I think Josh Long was just on as well, actually. But anyway, listen, Ken saved the best till last. So without further ado, I'm just going to hand straight over to Raphael. Raphael, do you want to unmute and everything? Oh, yeah. Sorry, hang on, I'm forgetting something. I am forgetting something. Raphael.
Oh my God. Oh, nice.
We always present speakers. I know he's not really our speaker, he's Ken's speaker in the J Champion, but we always present our speakers with a beautiful piece of art, which is done by a local street artist called Kev Bowen. And he's produced, and if there's any Java champions watching that have been over to do presentations here in Dublin, they all have them. Raphael is so excited with this.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Awesome. Woo! Thank you so much. That's great. Thank you.
There we go. He plays the guitar, by the way.
Awesome.
I was asking him to maybe pump a bit of iron and everything like that, but he opted for the guitar. Right, okay. Raphael, over to you.
Thank you so much, Barry. Happy to be here. Let's just, lower down the volume. So hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be here at DubJug and at the Java Champions Conference again. And today we're going to be talking about the Java challenges, which are some interactive quizzes. And those quizzes, they are very similar to the certification questions. So if you're interested in getting the certification, it's a good way to enhance your Java skills. And we're going to go through many of the Java features from Java 8 to Java 21, okay? So let me share my screen here. Just a moment. Can you all see my screen? Yeah, you can. Okay, so yeah, and actually I'm asking to the people who are online. So if I can see here the
Do you want me to get the
yeah, please, if you can, if people can answer me on the chat, that would be great, because then I can make sure it's all fine for you. Okay, so I'm gonna go through some features since Java 8 to Java 21. So as you can see, we're going through, we're gonna be talking about streams, lambdas, a little bit about modules, records, virtual threads, string template, and the main methods. So you can see here everything. And this session is going to be interactive, which means that I'm going to ask you to scan this QR code, because then you're going to go to an app called Mentimeter, which will enable you to participate interactively in this talk, so you can answer to the challenges. Okay? So I'm going to wait for you until you get there in Mentimeter so that you can interact with this talk. So I can see, so hello people from the chat. Can you say hi and where you're from? Excited to see you here. All right, all done? Okay, so let's start. So this is the challenge from the JDK 8. And as you can see, we have a list and we have a stream, and we are invoking 3 methods there. And I'm going to ask you what's the output you think. It is the right one. So as you can see here, this is the quiz app. So no one answered yet. So let's see the alternatives. Oh, and one thing is that I couldn't put the answers exactly here. I could put A, B, C, D instead. So not the output of the program, but that's fine. Okay, so let's see the alternatives. So I'm gonna give you some time and then you can answer. So what do you think? Do you think a stream is eager or it's lazy? Ready? Let's see here. Okay. So everyone, almost everyone is on A. You need more time? And it's fine. If you don't know, you can just guess because then we're going to see the answer. The whole intention of the Java challenges is to show you some features and then you can apply the knowledge. And some of those challenges are not easy. Okay, so let's go then. Let's call Duke. Duke, what's the answer? It's A. Congratulations. So most of you got it right. So let's see here. Yeah, so A is correct. Awesome. So why it's this answer? It's because pick and limit, they are intermediate operation methods, which means that if I don't have any terminal operation methods, nothing will happen. And streams are lazy, which means that it won't go through that many times. It will just go 2 times because we have the limit 2. So the whole operation will be limited to 2, which is great because it makes the Java language a little bit faster. It makes streams a little bit faster. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And also here, extremely important. So we are the next challenge on the quiz. Okay, so on this challenge, we have another list. And we are doing an operation inside a lambda. And that's it. That's pretty much it. Let's see the alternatives. Okay, so let's see. What is your opinion about Java being functional? You think it's functional? I'm giving you a good tip on this challenge. If it is functional, you know the answer. But is it fully functional? Okay, let's see here. Well, we have a very balanced amount of answers, which is very good because most of you will learn something today. Okay, let's see. Guys from, okay, there is Sebastian from Germany. hello. So if you guys from the internet, if you can say hello, and if you can also engage here, that will be great on the chat, because I'm here looking at the chat now. Okay, so let's see the answer then. Okay, Duke is on C.
Yeah.
Okay, 40%. Most of you, congratulations. So why it's C? Let's see the explanations. So, like I said, Java is not fully functional, because if we are using an object here, and if we were changing this object inside a Lambda, this would work. But this is just a edge case scenario. It's out of the scope for this challenge. But if we try to change the door number variable, which is a local variable, we will have compilation error. So this, because it has to be either final or effectively final. So effectively final means a variable that is created but never changed. Or it could be final, then it would work as well. Okay, so this is a challenge about modules. I know we don't use modules directly in our projects, but still good to know some concepts about modules. Okay, so as you can see here, we have one module using each other. And pay attention on the left here, because we're going to be using this information for the challenge. So we have the module reason, the module Vulkan. Just take a look. Okay, so you can see the class executor from module Risa and the other class Spock from module Vulkan. And you can see that the class executor is doing some operations with the class Spock. And we are doing some method invocations here. And we are even breaking encapsulation. Will that work? I don't know. Let's see. So let's see the alternatives. Okay. So you can also notice that we are using reflections. So I'm going to give you some time.
Yeah, there's a guy asking if you can maximize the slides.
Yes, I just checked that.
Yeah, I couldn't answer it because it's saying that you haven't changed the slides yet.
Oh, yeah. Just a minute. Yeah, you can answer now. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Ambu, for letting me know. Yes, now you can see. Yeah. And let me know if you can read from the internet there. Ready for the answer? Can we invoke a private method from one module to the other? Can we do that? Can we do that via reflections? Is that accessible? Yeah, we are using that. And we are also invoking a public method, which should be fine, right? So, okay, we have 50% on C. Okay, and we still have 30% on D. I like to see balanced answers because lots of you will learn something new. Okay, so let's call Duke. Come on, Duke. Okay, it's C. Congratulations. Most of you got it right. Okay, so why it's C? So there is a rule with the modules, and the good thing about using modules is that we have real encapsulation. We can't break encapsulation, and that's why it was so difficult when modules were introduced for all the libraries and all the frameworks to upgrade to the next version. And because there was a huge refactoring. For example, I know that Hibernate JPA, they use a lot of reflections, and those frameworks, they have to do huge changes in their code because of that. But that's also good, right? Because we have real encapsulation. We make our code more restrict and more secure. But why? So how can we open encapsulation then on those cases when using modules? So we can use the word opens. So if we want to really break encapsulation by using modules, we can use the opens clause. And then we make it explicit that we want to open the package defiant to RISA. Then it would work fine. So what are the key points from modules then? Is that you have true encapsulation. It also helps to add new Java features. And you can notice that after modules were introduced in the Java language, Oracle and other Java vendors, they started to release Java much faster because they broke down Java. Java was huge monolith. And by breaking them down into different modules, it became much easier. And now they can much more easily create new Java features. So from 6 to 6 months, you're going to see a new Java version. So without modules, that wouldn't happen at all. And these projects to introduce modules in Java have been happening for more than 10 years. Huge, huge project. And the other benefit of using modules is that it enables the creation of lightweight apps. So we don't need to use the whole Java ecosystem for a lightweight Java application.
Rafael, can you go back to the previous one, the question actually, because there was something there that made me answer D. Yeah, if you go back to where you showed the code, the previous slide. Yeah, this slide is there, line 6 there. This couldn't make any sense to me. That's why I said D.
Yeah.
So you're not assigning a method. There's no assignment.
Yeah, that's why I said D, compilation error, because that code wasn't compiled. I don't think so. Like this capital method to begin with.
Yeah, this one is just a way to get a declared method. And we're going to be able to invoke that method.
Shouldn't be method
Yes.
equals.
Yeah, method is a class name, is it? Or
Yeah.
what?
No, so here we are using reflections, and so spock.class.declared method. We're going to get the attack method from the Spock class.
Yes,
But it's getting
where
Not
does
assigning it to.
where does method come from? The small m. Where is
Line
that?
7 there.
I think you must.
You might have found a bug.
You missed it out.
yeah.
Yeah. That was a good catch.
Well, we're learning, right?
That's why I said D. So D is the right answer for the question as a mistake.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I need to fix this bug. Thank you. Okay, so another one about var. And in this one, yeah, it's a bit big, but I will give you a brief of this challenge so it's a bit easier for you. So we have var, new var, and you can see that we have the interface there, right, on the bottom. And then we override the collide method, and we just do a return. And then we try to assign null to the variable Dr. Lester, which I'm not sure if that works.
Why would you do this?
For the challenge. Never do that at home. Never do that at work, because this is horrible. So, okay. Then we create an array list, and we remove. Yeah, this is quite complicated. There are lots of tricks there. So stay aware. Be aware, there are a lot of tricks there. So we are also removing one element from the remove method, and there is something going on with overloading there. There's something going on with overloading. I'm going to say you right away. And then we are invoking the methods in the bottom. So this one, I might give a little bit more of time. So let me see if I change here. Okay, yeah, now I changed. Now you can answer. Yes, okay. Can we assign a null to a var? Can we name a variable as var? Okay, so let's see the alternatives. What about you guys on the internet? Can we use var as a variable name? Or can we assign null to a var? What about having a var in a lambda? Yeah, never do that. Never do that at home. Okay, so let's see how many people answered. Okay, so we have 40% on B. Are you okay to go, or do you want more time? Oh yeah, this one is a bit hard. This one is not easy because there are lots of things there. The next one I'll make it simpler. I'll break it down because this one there's a lot of information there. Ready? Okay, so let's call Duke. So the answer is B. So yeah, obviously this is not recommended. Var can be used as a name also, and you can assign the value of null if you cast to a type, then it's fine. Because var is a type inference, so you must pass a type to a var. You can't pass null. Null has no type. at all. So the other nice thing is that you have the lambda var modifier since Java 11. And the other trick, this is not easy. I know I could do a challenge only about this because there is an overloading happening here. Because instead of deleting the elements by the index, we are deleting the element by the object. So inside this method value of, we return a new integer wrapper, which means that we're going to delete the element by the element and not by the index. So that's why we have Kirk Spock, and then we have only 3 and 2 in the list. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let's go to the next challenge. So this is a bit easier. This is the text blocks challenge. And why text blocks? Text blocks is from the project Ember. So the project Ember is aims to create cleaner code and make Java coding more productive. So instead of writing lots of code, we write easier and better code to read. So on this challenge, you can see that in the first string, it's horrible because we are not using text blocks. We are concatenating. This is not good. And in the second one, it's much better. It's much cleaner. We are using text blocks. That's so much better. And we are using the formatted method. Okay? And you can see that we are trying to substitute that %s, right? So that's what we are doing. And we have those strings without text blocks and with text blocks. So let's see the alternatives. Okay. So I'm going to give you some time. So what do you think it happens with Jedi without text block? How many strings are created there? Four strings. People online, can you answer? How many strings do you see there? Yeah, I'm gonna change Menti. Text blocks. Yeah, now you can answer. Ready? Awesome. So come on, Duke, then. So it's C. Yeah, this one is tricky as well. Okay, so even when we created this challenge, it was difficult to absorb what was going on here, but let's go through that. So on the first string, there is a method precedence. So what does that mean? It means that the substitution will happen only for the last string. So the method is executed first in Java, and then the concatenation will happen. So the concatenation happens after the method is invoked. So that's why the %s won't be substituted in this case. But when we use text blocks, as it is just one string, then it works, right? And then that's why the first check is false, and then the second check is true, because at this moment, the string is already formatted. It's already concatenated, and then they will be the same one. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to the next one. Record. So this is another feature from Project Ember. So, and it was also created to reduce boilerplate code. And record is nice because you make your domain objects immutable, which makes your code cleaner and more restrictive to avoid bugs, right? So if you have an immutable code, it's far more difficult to have bugs. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a brief of this challenge. So we have a record, and we are using generics, which I ask you if that's possible or not. And we have a weird constructor without parentheses. This is very weird, but we do have something there. We are asking if ship is serializable. Can we even ask if a generic type is instance of serializable? Okay, and then in the main method, we are instantiating commander, and we are also creating a local record, which I also ask you if that's possible. And then in the last system print line, we're just printing some information. Okay, so let me also change here, Mentimeter, very important. And let's see the alternatives then. Can we use a generic in a record? What about this weird constructor? Are you ready? Okay, so let's see here. 100% on C. Okay. That's very good. You're right. Congratulations.
But you help us a little bit, because if you set A as Spock false, it would be, because first answer is Spock for sure, and then second one, then these two objects cannot be equal. So
That's right. Yeah, I facilitated your life in some of those because you can you can guess the answer just by eliminating some of the alternatives.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's true.
The spoke false is going to be a more divisive maybe. Answers.
Okay, so let's see here. What are the details of this challenge? So yeah, we can use generic type in a record. So this strange constructor is a compact form of a canonical constructor. This is the way we create a constructor in a record. And we can create a record inside a method. And the key points of a record is that it's immutable. And we get for free the equals hash code and getters. We get the toString, and we can also use pattern matching with record. So this is the instance of pattern matching challenge. So this one, we are also exploring the concept of overloading. And just to warn you, that 11 is not exactly an 11. Okay, so I know I'm just saying that to you because I know it's impossible to know that it's not 11 there. But yeah, I'm telling you that right away because that's unfair. If I don't tell you that, it's impossible. Okay, and then we are using the shoot method, and we are passing different types to those if statements. And we're going to see some concepts of polymorphism. Yeah, actually, this is just polymorphism, right? So all of those types will become an object, right? So let me show you the D alternative. Okay, so let me see if, yeah, I'm the right one. So I'm gonna give you some time, and I gave you part of the answer. Oh, thanks, Sebastian. You're very kind. So okay, so let's see. I'm gonna give you some time to answer. Okay. What happens when we send a primitive type to a wrapper, to an object? Ready? Or do you need more time? Guys on YouTube? They need more time. Yeah, we need to call Duke. We don't have much time actually. So, Duke, come on. Duke is here. Okay, it's D. So yeah, like I told you, it's not 11, it's 1L. And one thing that you can notice here is that we are using auto boxing, right? So the true primitive variable will become a wrapper boolean. That's what the JVM does under the hood. And you can also notice that the three variables, so the string, boolean, and in the end there, I transform the string buffer to string. So all of those, the string objects, they implement comparable. And then I'm instantiating the runtime exception, which is a serializable object, right? So that's why it goes there.
This number 3 there should say object is string buffer, right?
String buffer, yes.
Yeah.
But then in the end, we are invoking the toString.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it becomes a string.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. Sealed classes. So this is another feature from the Ember project. Yeah, let me change my Mentimeter as well. Oh, that was very balanced. Okay. Sealed classes. So why we have these features? Because we want to use pattern matching better, and we also want to restrict our code, which means that if you create a parent class called vehicle, and we want to restrict this class vehicle to only being inherited by car or truck, we can do that with sealed classes. So it helps in our code design. So if you want to create a code that's resilient and more restrictive, we can use the sealed classes concept. Okay, so let's see here. We have the three letters A, B, and C. Well, we have A, B, C, and D. And
Are they all in the same file?
yes. Yes. And we are using a switch case as well. Okay. And there is something with pattern matching going on here in this switch case. Okay, so let's see here then. What are the alternatives?
UK wrap,
Yeah. I'm just not sure if I can stay a little bit longer because it's almost 45 minutes.
No, you can stay longer.
Can't.
You can.
I can, okay.
Just keep running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys on YouTube, do you have an idea? Do you need more time or it's okay? It's okay? So let's see. Okay, so have 50-50, A and D. Who answered A? D. Okay, let's see then. 50-50. And this is not easy challenge, so it's fine. If you make a mistake, it's fine. You're gonna learn. Okay, so let's see. Duke, come on. Oh, no one is right. Okay. So let's see why then. So subclasses must be either final, sealed, or non-sealed. So, and then on the static class chainway, it must be sealed, non-sealed, or final modifiers expected. If we had that, this would work. And anonymous classes must not extend sealed classes. And there is another trick. There's a lot on this challenge as well. Because what's going on is that the captain is the highest level interface, right? Therefore, it will dominate the switch case, and it will be impossible to reach to Janeway. So this is one of the concepts of pattern matching, because the compiler knows. The compiler knows that it's impossible to reach to Janeway. Therefore, the compilation will fail. So that's one of the benefits of pattern matching. In some cases, you don't even need to use default. So this is nice. This is doesn't seem powerful, but it is very powerful. Okay. So virtual threads. Let me go to the next challenge. So on this challenge, we are doing some operations with a virtual thread task executor. And we have, we are submitting 2 tasks inside this try with resources. So which means that it's gonna close the resource automatically. So let's see the alternatives. So you can have a guess, you can try it out. Almost.
No. The answer is no. Almost.
How much longer can we stay?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay, that's fine.
Right.
That's more than enough, yeah.
Yeah, I see. We're on 19 now, so we're almost there.
Almost there, yeah.
Yeah.
We are almost on 21, exactly.
Yeah.
How fine? Do you need more time? Or you're okay? So 40% on A and 60% on D. Let's see the answer. Yeah, most of you got it right. Congratulations. So I'm gonna explain then. So the code within the try block will be executed first. And obviously the resources are closed automatically. So what will happen is that what is within this try with resources block will be executed first. So which means that the last line there will never be executed unless this block is finished. So, and the other detail is that we are submitting 2 tasks. So they might, if you run this code 10,000 times, it might change the order. But because we put there sleep 2000, it's very, very difficult for that to happen, but it might happen. If you try 10,000 times, if you run 10,000 times this program, it will be either Spock Worf or Worf Spock. So, and what are the key points of virtual threads? Virtual threads are lightweight. So you can make your app far more performant by using the concept of virtual threads. And virtual threads will run on top of platform threads. Platform threads were the old threads we used to use, and platform threads will consume more memory. And also we have to remember that virtual threads are not suitable for heavy computing operations. So when we need to do something heavy, we use platform threads. But for example, for API requests, I think you all here saw the talks on conferences. They always do the same talk. They do an example with 1 million requests, and it's extremely fast. It's extremely fast with virtual threads. So it's a very good. It's one of the highlights from Java for sure. Okay, JDK21, the main method. So why is this important? This is important not for you. I see you are experienced developers, and we, as experienced developers, we think it's not valuable, but this is actually valuable for the beginners. So because it's more friendly, and for the first time you see public static void main string args, there's a lot of concepts there, and it's a valuable concept for beginners because then they see, oh, Java is not that difficult actually. So, okay, so let's see the alternatives. This is also from Project Ember. Okay, so those are the alternatives. So you can see we have the main method.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna change Menti. Yeah, now it's okay. Can we have the old way of the main method and the new way? And we don't even have a class. Is that possible?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's call Duke. Are you ready, or do you want more time? Ready? Okay, 83% on C. Let's see if Duke will go to C. Oh, it's D. Yeah, so the old main method has priority, and an exception will be thrown there because we don't have the args1. So why the main method is useful? It's useful for beginners. For us, it won't make a difference because we usually work on web projects and we are developing much more complicated stuff. But for an entry level, for someone who wants to learn the language, it's very useful because it's just void main, that's it. Don't need even to create a class. So it's much easier. And yeah, don't need to create a class, and you need to use command line to execute that code.
If you don't have class, how do they know it's a static, like class level methods or normal methods?
Yeah, that's a good question. So behind the scenes, it is a class. Behind the scenes, it is a class, but via a code level, it's not. But if you compile, if you see the bytecode, it is a class behind the scenes.
And how do you name the file in the IDE?
I don't remember now what's the name exactly, but it's an automatic name. The JVM will create an automatic name for it, and it will be in the bytecode. So if you generate the bytecode, there will be a random name there.
So it's not like the file name gets transformed into the.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, could be that. Yeah, could be the file name. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Okay, so that's the last one. Yeah, this is a nice feature you see in almost any programming language, and Java got it because it's a useful feature. And let me just change here. So as you can see, we have we are doing some operations there with the string, and we are using the str name. So what should that do? And we are using also some slashes to break something here.
It's an interpolation.
Let me show the alternatives. Ready? Okay. This makes the code much better to read, by the way. I really like this feature.
Isn't the years missing?
Say again?
13 plus 8 or like years old. Slash number 2 years old.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah, well spotted. From
Yeah, you might be able to eliminate some of them.
from the string. Yeah. Yeah, actually, none of them match the code.
But
Because
that's
the word
that is a
years-
bug.
The word years is missing.
Yeah, the word years is missing.
The next time I will get you to look at my at my presentation before the presentation. Okay, so let's see then. Are you ready? Okay, Kamanduk,
Yeah.
it's B.
It says on the screen.
So why it's B? It's because we are using the calculations are only within the brackets, and we have the processor there, and there on the second statement there is no str. Therefore, it's a normal string.
Well, there is an str.
So on this one, we are using the double break.
Yeah.
So we are breaking it.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Escaping.
Okay.
The backslash, so it won't be interpreted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. That's the end of the J Champions Conference 2024. What a superb event. Congratulations to Ken for delivering fabulousness again, and also a word for the committee as well. There's an awful lot of work that goes in behind organizing these events. So round of applause to everybody. I don't know whether Ken's able to join us. I'm not too sure. We'll see if he pops up on the screen here somewhere. He might like to say a few words to close out. But we'll just give him another few seconds. Doesn't look like it. Come on, Ken. Where are you?
Yeah, in the meantime, I can also finish here.
Okay, I'm
I
just
know
going to
Ken is
pass
not
back
here.
on to Raphael a second.
Here very quickly.
Go on then.
So I'm gonna just recap. So we went from Java 8 to Java 21. So we saw one of the main features from Java. And this is me, Rafael Donero. I'm Java champion. I'm Brazilian and I'm also Italian. And I created the JavaChallengers.com website and the Java Challengers initiative. I'm also Java career mentor. So I help Java developers to achieve the other level in their careers. I help developers to give a talk as well. So help developers to gain visibility for our companies. So, and I'm also author of the Java Challengers book, Java Interview Challenger book, and Golden Lessons books. And I'm also giving you 3 masterclasses I've done, so you can scan this QR code. So I did those masterclasses to help you in your career. So I give you some tips to gain more visibility in the market. I know it's not easy to start giving talks and to create your blog or to create your courses, to write your books. But I have 3 masterclasses showing you the way to start doing that. And it's a lot about mindset. So it's a lot about being resilient when you have a challenge. And there are lots of lessons there on the Golden Lessons book. And you can see those 3 classes. It's totally free. You can watch them there. That's all. Thank you so much.
Okay, once again, thanks a lot for joining us. For Raphael, the Java champion from Brazil. Woo! I thought when you said resilient, I thought you said resilient. You know, there's a new word for you.
Oh, yeah.
Resilient.
Brazilian.
Yeah, you're Brazilian. Okay. Once again, congratulations, Ken. He's not joining us, obviously. Barry Bird, thank you very much for joining us as well. And yeah, good night, everybody from Dublin. Whey!